Namaste students, today in this video I am going to teach you two important numerical problems with solution from the chapter number 2, that is national income and related aggregates. The first question is that calculate private income, personal disposable income and national disposable income from the following data. So see the question here, this is the question. So from this question you have to find out personal income, private income, personal disposable income and national disposable income. So first see what is the point is given. With the help of this point we have to find out the personal income, private income, personal disposable income and national disposable income. First see what is given. National income, we all know that national income means what? National income is the total money value of final goods and services produced in a country during 1 year. And next is the saving of private corporate sector. So saving of private corporate sector means what? So this means this one of the important sources of saving is the private corporate sector. It is actually the saving of the private companies, so which is given the data by RBI. So next, what is corporation tax? Corporation tax, it is the company tax paid to the government, and here it is 4 number, current transfer from payment. Current transfer from payment means what? Current transfer from payment means it includes worker remittances, donation, tax, payments, foreign aid and grants. So these are known as the current transfer for payments. Next is given income from property and entrepreneurship to government. So it is what? So income from property and entrepreneurship to government means it is the difference between income from property and entrepreneurship in the form of rent, interest, dividend, so received by the resident of the country, and similar payment made to the non-residents. So this is known as the income from property and entrepreneurship to government. Next is given current transfer from rest of the world. So current transfer from rest of the world means what? So it is the donation, tax payments, foreign aid and grants. So like the current transfer from government, so it is known as the current transfer from rest of the world means from the abroad. Next point is given saving of non-departmental government sector. Non-departmental government sector means which is not under the government. So it is what? Manufacturing of iron and steel, educational institution which is not under the government. So this is from there whatever saving is this, so it is given here. Next, indirect taxes. So we all know that indirect taxes means what? It is the difference between indirect tax and subsidy. Next question is given direct taxes paid by household. So who paid by tax? By household. So direct tax means what? Tax on the property and income. So these are known the direct taxes. Next is the net factor income from abroad. We all know that net factor income from abroad means what? It is the difference between factor income earned from abroad by normal residents of a country, suppose India, and the factor income earned by the non-resident means the foreigner in the domestic country means who are working in India. So it is the difference between the domestic worker and foreign worker, income of the domestic worker and foreign worker. So after that, so first we have to find out, or you are asked to find out private income. So formula of the private income, or what is the definition of private income? So private income is the income of private sector obtained from any source, productive or otherwise, and retained income of corporations. So it is the income from all sources. So that is why we have to add income from where we are getting. So here see the formula is given. According to question, formula will be different, but different means what is given in the book, that formula we will use here, but thing is that we have to modify the formula according to the question. That is why here first one means the national income. From the national income, what we have to deduct? We have to deduct income from property and entrepreneurship to the government, and with what we have to deduct? We have to deduct also the non-departmental enterprises, what? Government sector. So again we have to plus with this, what? We have to plus this income from this is current transfer from government, and again we have to plus current transfer from net of the output. So this is current transfer from government and current transfer from rest of the world. This is the income. So it will have to add here. So that is why national income we have given 3000, and then the income from property and entrepreneurship to government, it is given 150. Next given current transfer from, next given the non-departmental government sector. So this is 40, and we have to add current transfer from government and current transfer from rest of the world. So when we will plus minus this, then we will get the 2920 crores. So this is the private income. So next, personal income. So what is personal income? So we have already got the definition of personal income. The definition of the personal income means it refers to an individual's total earnings from wages, investment, entrepreneurships and other ventures. So here from the personal income, for the private income, we have to deduct, what we have to deduct? We have to deduct saving of private corporation sector and corporate tax. When we will deduct this from the private income, then we will get the personal income. So next, personal disposable income. So according to formula, what is personal disposable income? Personal disposable income, it is the amount of money that household or individual have available for spending and saving after when? After paying the taxes. So that is why from the personal income, when we will deduct this direct taxes paid by household, then we will get the personal disposable income. So next we have to find out what is national disposable income. National disposable income, according to definition, so it is the sum of disposable incomes of all citizens and individuals or institutions of a nation after paying all taxes. Means all the residents of the country, when will pay the taxes, whatever will exist, that is known as the national disposable income. That is why we have to here add national income plus we have to income national current transfer from rest of the world, and again we have to add net indirect taxes. When we will add this, then we will get this, the national disposable income. So it is after paying the taxes. So after this, so here whatever formula we use here, so this formula already given in your book, but according to the question we have to modify the formula. So here next question is given, calculate national income by income and expenditure method. So here first given, what is given? Subsidies. So we all know that what is subsidies. Subsidies actually it is a sum of money granted by the state or a public body to help the industry or business keep the price of a commodity or service low, so that they can sell their products. A farm or industry can sell their products at low price, though their cost of production is high, with the help of the government. When will government paid the to get the cost price, government sometimes paid some subsidies to help them. So second is given that private final consumption expenditure. Private final consumption expenditure means final consumption expenditure of the household. So whatever the household paid on consumption, that is known as the private final consumption expenditure. Next, NFIA, already you have got this, net factor income from abroad. Next, indirect tax. Indirect taxes means what? It is a tax levied on goods and services, means on the goods and services whatever tax is levied by the government, that is known as the indirect taxes. Next is rent. Rent, you already know, this is a it is what? It is a for suppose we living in a house, suppose in rent. So for that we have to give rent. So next is given government final consumption expenditure. What is government final consumption expenditure? So it is the when government will expend money on goods and services used for the satisfaction of the individual needs, mean or on the people. So next, net domestic fixed capital formation. Net domestic fixed capital formation means what? It is a depreciation, refers to the obsolescence and damage of fixed capital. Means whatever the capital or suppose machine is existing, so whatever the wear and tear expenditure will arise, so that when we'll deduct from the income, then we will get the net domestic fixed capital formation. Means whatever the capital is exists after deduction of the depreciation. So next, operating surplus. Operating surplus means what? It is surplus means it is the income from ownership of property or entrepreneurship. Means when a industry owner getting the income as a ownership, whatever income is earned from his property or entrepreneurship, that is known as the operating surplus. Next is wages. Wages you already know. Wages actually it is a monetary compensation, means for labor it is given wages. For suppose it is maybe salary also, like salary, wages is same things. So next is given net export. So net export means what? It is the difference between export and imports. Next, addition to stock. Additions to stock means what? New material are added. Whatever the stock is existing, when again new material are added, then it is known as the addition to the stocks. So next is social security contribution by employees. Social security contribution means what? It is the compulsory payments paid to the general to government that confer entitlement to receive a future social benefit like provident funds. Means every government employee or nowadays the private employee also have to pay provident fund. Provident fund means 12%. It was 12% of his salary they have to pay to the government. After retirement they can, after retirement or during the service period they can withdraw the money. But now yesterday Nirmala Sitharaman is said that the percent of 12% from his salary is decreased. It is 10%. Means every salary holder they have to pay provident fund, means 10% EPF to the government. This is actually government taken as a security. When this person suppose retirement, they can withdraw that money. So next, mixed income. Mixed income means actually it is the surplus or deficit acquiring from production by unincorporated entrepreneurs owned by household. It implicitly contains an element of remuneration for work done by owner. Means owner, a industry owner getting the income as a dividend, as a other form of income. So all the form of income it added or it is collectively known as the mixed income. So after understanding this point, now see the system. So income method. Income method we already know. In the income method, what we do? In the income method measures national income from the side of payment made to the primary factors of production in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit. So that is why here we have added 9, 12, 8 and 13. So see what we added. So here we have added addition to the stock. Next, not addition to the stock, here we have added wages. Then we have added social security contribution by employees, means it is the part of income. And again we have added operating surplus, means whatever income gained by the owners from his industry. And again we have added here what? Mixed income. So after that we have deduct what? We have deduct from this net factor income from abroad. Why it is deduct? Here yes, not deduct, it have to plus, but here value is given what? Here value is given net factor income from abroad. See net factor income from abroad value is given minus 10. So that is why here it will be plus, but value is given minus 10 is given. So plus minus it will be minus, that is why here it is minus. So all is plus, but here it is also plus, but value is given minus 10, that is why plus minus is 10. So you will get 110. After this, the expenditure method. In the expenditure method also see 2 means what? 2 means we have added private final consumption expenditure. Mean here in the expenditure method what we do? In the expenditure method we do, the expenditure method is a system for calculating gross domestic product that combines consumption, investment, government spending and net export. Means in the expenditure method expenditure will added. So that is why 2 is added to, what is the 2 is given? 2 is given private final consumption expenditure. Then 6 is given. What is 6? So it is the government final consumption expenditure. Again 7, it is the net domestic or net domestic fixed capital. Next again here it is given addition to stock, it is the expenditure. Again we have to add here net export. Again we have to here it is again see the 4 point is given what? 4 point is given indirect taxes. So here indirect taxes is 25. So this have to deduct, that is why minus 25. Again plus 1 means 1 what is given? Subsidies. So it is the expenditure. So that is why we have to add here, and then here it is given plus it is again one mistake is there, it have to minus, not it is plus 3, not it is plus 3, it have to minus 3, that is why it will be, the value will be the minus 10. So that is why here we will get this 110. So this is all about the 2 questions related to numerical solution from the second chapter. So I hope you understand. If you have any confusion, you can text me in the comment section. So I hope you understand. Thank you.